Hey, Queens, and welcome to Queens Around the Country, our show from my house to yours, where we're visiting with our favorite queens in quarantine. See how they're holding up, what they're keeping busy with, and of course, what they think of this season of RuPaul's Drag Race. Today's guest is a sweetheart from season 11 of RuPaul's Drag Race. This New York gem has returned from touring and is riding out quarantine in Phoenix, Arizona. Please give a big gay welcome to the one and only sweetheart of drag, Shuga Cain.
Hey, hi, how you doing,
Honey, I can't believe that I haven't gotten to meet you in person yet, and this is how we do it, right here via Skype.
Girl, it's the quarantina, honey. That's how we gotta roll these days.
Quarantina Queena, hiding from Miss Rona. Now, how did you end up in Arizona?
I was actually touring around. I was in Mexico. I was in Puerto Vallarta, and when all of this went down. So for me, and especially in Mexico, we were swimming, girl. We were drinking, we were swimming in the beach. And so I actually had started to hear that all this stuff was going down. I was going to stay there. But, I started to freak out. So I was like, let me get back to the States. But New York was such a hotbed at the time. And it was like so crazy. I started to panic. So my brother was like, yo, just stay at my house. You can quarantine there. So it was just easier for me to come here. It took me a while. It took me like a couple of flights to get out of Puerto Vallarta because they were canceling everything. So Here I am in the desert, girl, living my life.
And your fiance is still in New York.
Yeah, he got stuck in New York. I was trying to get him to come to Mexico. I had grand plans of us staying there for like months. And then, his job, unfortunately, won't allow him to leave the state. So he's there. And so we're like FaceTiming. We're talking on the phone, doing all these things. It sucks. It's like really fucking hard. But like, we're dealing. It's the best that you can do. We're both safe. And that's really all that matters. So what can you do?
Yeah. Are you doing a lot of baking since you're alone in a house in Arizona? Is it just Suga's Sweet Shop all day long?
Girl, I wish. So I'm actually staying at my brother's house. He has had this house for I don't know how many years. He's older than me, but he's like a hardcore bachelor. The bitch don't cook. So I got one pan. If I can make a recipe with one pan and it requires me mixing the ingredients with my hands, then yes, girl. That's about it. I did do a little show with a good friend of mine. We made some brownies. So I have this huge fucking pan of brownies that I've been eating by myself. So I'm going to come out of this with the Quarantina 20-pound weight. There's the college 20. We're calling it the Quarantina 20, girl.
Mm-hmm. Yup. The 20 for 2020. Now, you made an Instagram post that I thought was pretty inspirational. You said, our people have survived countless viruses, colonialism, and basic fuckery. Tell me about that.
Look, I think I was going through it a lot. Like, it's a lot of our indigenous roots, like I'm mestiza, Latino, Native American. And I just felt like it's all about empowerment. It's a way of thinking, right? This is really kind of, a lot of it's kind of the fuckery on your mind. So for me, that post was just, reaching out to everyone, but specifically my Latinos, my mestizos out there. We've been through so much in this world, and we just gotta stay strong and know that we gonna be all right. And that was just kind of me riffing on that day.
Yeah. Now, when you're back in New York, what are the places that you miss most from New York? What clubs you go to the most? What restaurants do you go to the most? What do you miss?
First and foremost, I miss Dough Donuts. I miss Dough Donuts. That's one of the things. I miss hanging out and seeing my friends. I have a lot of friends that perform at Pieces and Hardware Bar. I miss seeing my friends, going and supporting the girls. Seeing all my bartenders out there and spending time with them. Food-wise, there's a cute little spot that me and my friends go to. It's called Maison Harlem. It's literally like half a block from my house. It's this beautiful French restaurant. It's just it's sad because I listen to Governor Cuomo. I watch all the things about New York, and New York has such an immense pride, and they all band together during times of crisis. And I do sometimes feel like I've abandoned Miss New York City because I was like, bitch, I ain't going back. But I do miss New York, and I miss like I said, the community is just so strong there, and like they're doing it without me. Trust and believe, I don't mind sitting out here in the desert by myself, being safe. But New York is a beautiful place.
Who are some of the upcoming New York queens that all the kids should be looking out for?
Oh shoot, there's some, like, if you say upcoming, I would assume like the newer girls. There's a beautiful little queen that I works with. There's a girl named Egypt. She's amazing. She's been really kind of throwing down these past years, and her growth is amazing. My drag daughter's incredible. Her name is Sin Queen, or Sin, or that one Queen Sin is her Instagram. But she's in Long Island. She's a queen out there. But I mean, like, the girls who have been hitting the pavement, like Jasmine Rice LaBeija, you got Tina Burner, Ventura, Holly Box Springs, all these amazing queens who are just like really, Brenda Darling. These queens have been out there just like holding down the fort for all of us for such a long time. And, season 13 eventually is coming up. So hopefully these girls get to, hit the main stage. So.
Yeah. Now you've been giving tarot readings, sweetie. Tell me about that. Bitch, you've been read.
I've been read. We've been read. It's a cute idea that I started a while ago. I started to do like a YouTube thing on it, but that kind of was, we kind of let it fizzle. But I'm a hustling queen girl. When I first started drag, I was selling nails, selling cupcakes, doing wigs, and I was like, bitch, I'm not working. How am I gonna make some coins? And so this little tarot thing came up, and it's been amazing. The amount of I've been doing drag every single day for like multiple hours doing tarot readings for the kids. And it's amazing. It's something that I used to do when I was younger. That was fun. I joke around and I fuck with the kids, but like there's a level of I'm very sincere in it too. So like I know some kids are like, come with me with some questions, girl. They're literally like, am I ever gonna find love, like this and that? And so like I can't read them too hard. You have to be nice. So it's been amazing. I love it. It's in the garage of this building. I'm literally in a little cubby hole, and I just sit there for hours. So it's fun. It's been really great.
Now you've done one of the digital drag shows. Tell me about that, and tell me about what you think about all the onslaught of digital drag that we've been experiencing during quarantine.
Yeah, this is incredible. The whole digital realm is new for us. I mean, it's been there, but it's new in this realm. So like, I love that you're doing this particular content right now for the kids, because we need it. Like, we're all stuck at home. We don't know what to do. Everyone's kind of feeling all, emotional, and like this brings so much levity to the situation. And so like, thank you for having me and for having this. But yeah, the digital drag content is incredible. I did like a super Easter show. I love Easter. Bitch, I just got drunk and I ate a lot of candy and I just acted a fool. I made a mess of this house, and like, you can't take yourself or anything seriously. So that was fun. But it's really given a platform for a lot of the queens who, have been holding down the fort or don't, I don't know, who haven't been on RuPaul's Drag Race or something like Dragula. So like, these girls are making money, bitch. Let me tell you, my friends are literally like, bitch, I'm walking around with they're making coins, and it's amazing to see the community support drag in this whole new digital realm. So I think it's amazing. I can't wait to see what happens with it. Yeah, girl. But for me, bitch, I'm lazy, bitch. It's exhausting. I like to Netflix and chill. Let me eat my candy. Let me sit on my couch. I was like, girl, I got to get up and do what? It's hard to have that connection with the audience. So it's a whole new age. What can we do?
Mm-hmm. Now, this is the first season of Drag Race that since you've been on, that you've gotten to sit back and judge and watch. And what are your thoughts about this season 12?
I love it. It is a whole new different thing to like be able to like judge the girls. So I take it with a grain of salt. I have to be careful because I know what it's like now. So I can't be too harsh on the hoes. But it's fun. It really is fun to see. I I'm loving it. I think the girls are really talented. It's a good crop of girls. Let me say, like, yeah, everyone's like really kind of. There's not that much drama, which is we had a little bit of drama, but like it's everyone's just really strong. My favorites, I love Heidi in the Closet. She's one of my favorites. She's just so, she's great. She's hilarious. I love me some Jada Essence Hall, you know, Gigi Good. These girls are throwing down. Yeah, and it's cool to see like my homegirls, like Jan Sport. We started drag.
Yeah.
We started drag.
Did.
Yeah, we did. We had our first paid gig in New York City at Pieces Bar. We did it every Wednesday for like 2 years. And it's cool to see like someone that I respect and someone that, you know, I kind of came up with, like really kind of like come into her own and like shine on the show. So it's been fun. I'm glad because I know that shit was hard. So it's nice to be able to be like, okay, let me just sit here and watch it.
No, since you know Jan, I love it. It's definitely RuPaul's best friend race this year. I don't think we need the drama. We can just appreciate Queens serving it because it's a very talented group, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And they all need to be independently wealthy because they've had to wear more outfits and looks than ever before, right?
Yes. RuPaul is not playing. Mama Ru is putting them through the ringer this year. They're really going in.
Now, since you're so close with JanSport, what do you think that we didn't get to see of her on the show? And, you know, we all saw the struggle of her trying to get the judges' attention. What's something that they can't always fit everything into the show? What's something about Jan that we might not have gotten to see on the show?
Bitch, while she gave us everything and then some, she threw the whole kitchen sink on this show. And I live, but it's just, I think one of the things is like, she's just very genuinely sweet. So like, you get to see, we saw moments of her interacting with the girls, but she's actually really funny. She has like a lot of puns and she's like really kind of aware of what's happening in like popular culture. So we don't get to see a lot of her commentary, which is like really fun and smart. And like we missed out on a lot of the connections that she has with the girls because she's actually very, very sweet and just, I mean, you get that from seeing her, but like you don't really get to see like that kind of interaction with the other queens. That she's very loved in New York City as she is on the show, but like you miss like the little moments of her personality on the show because you know you just see her going like balls to the wall or you know you don't see her at all. So
right. Now, it seemed like a lot of the girls had Jan impressions. Do you have one since you spent so much time with her?
Yes, bitch. What I get from her is she's like, oh my God, like I'm just something like this. And like, she was like, oh my God, I love drag. I'm just feeling my fantasy girl. But I don't know, like, she literally is like miles a minute. Girl, and it's, yeah, her on the mic sometimes I'd be like, oh, bitch, someone turn that shit off, girl. She's going wild. She's fun. I love her.
Now, on the other end of the spectrum, you're a New York girl, so you probably know Miss Sherry Pie. What did you think of that situation?
The Sherry girl, you know, gag the house down. I don't talk about it too much because I feel like, you know, Sherry Pie was a friend of mine, someone that, you know, I got to know well and we all worked together and we became friends and was a part of our circle. So it was something that caught us all by surprise. Caught me by surprise. It was something that I had no idea what was going on. And it's just devastating. You know, you think you invest in a person and you invest that kind of time and care and love for someone. And then something so tragic like this happens and it just kind of knocks you off your feet. You don't know how to respond. I think, you know, I've always side with the victims. You know what I mean? Like that, the first and foremost is people who were unfortunately taken advantage of. And it sucks. It's really, really shitty. So I think, you know, obviously we know what she did and we know what's happening. And so like, it's just kind of like, she's paying the price for what she did and hopefully will pay more because, you know, these poor people that she took advantage of. So yeah, it's weird to be on that spectrum of actually knowing her and then getting to experience her in another light and then finding this out. So I think that's been difficult to reconcile, you know?
Now, did you pick up the phone and say, "Bitch, what the fuck is up?" when you heard about all this?
You know, I did not. And I haven't. I will be the first to say, like, I haven't known how to react to her and how to do
Right,
that. Like,
right.
unfortunately, I kind of like abandoned her. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't reach out to her. I didn't check in on her. I was really worried about her. And like, I think the way I dealt with it with our other friends is we just kind of all checked in with each other, and it's like, what's happening? Has anyone checked in on her? We had heard through the grapevine there was a couple of people that had kind of gone to her side and just kind of like just checking in on her, because obviously there's something else going on there that's very, very it's a whole nother level. So you know, I didn't check in on her. I didn't know how to deal with it. So
Yeah,
that's kind of
understandable. That's like
yeah.
that's wow.
Yeah.
On a more lighter note, your Snatch Game as Charo is legendary. What did you think of the girls' Snatch Game this year? Can you give me a little Charo to start?
Yes, Gucci, 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 Gucci. It was amazing. It was fun to watch this season. I think Gigi knocked it out of the park. I mean, she's going down in the books for calling Mama Ru a bitch and then winning the fucking episode, girl. Come through. It was great. I love Snatch Game. You know, it's the coveted episode, but having gone through it, you know the pressure. I know what the pressure is and how like kind of scared you can get. So it was fun to watch the queens that kind of just, you know, fell apart, and then the girls who, you know, were able to kind of navigate through it. But bitch, it was fun. I loved it. It's so good.
What do you think are the key to succeeding at Snatch Game? Because, like you said, some of the girls fall apart, and they've seen 12 Snatch Games.
Yeah.
You think they would know what to do? You succeeded. What do you think are the key things?
I mean, like, obviously you got to prepare. You have to know your character and know how to, like, emulate that person and, you know, just have fun with it. So you have to be really familiar with who you're doing so that you can just do it without thinking. Secondly, then you just got to act stupid. Like, it's just, like, having fun, being as dumb as possible, responding. And it doesn't matter if the character would or would not say that. Like, you are that character, right? So you just got to have fun and be crazy. Now, that all being said, once you get on that set and you got all the motherfucking cameras looking at you, you got Mama Ru and all the girls, sometimes that is not enough. So it's just having the confidence in yourself to be like, bitch, we just going to turn this shit out no matter what. And so, like, it's a combination of that, because, you, like the girl said, you can prepare all you want, but you could just fall apart on that day. So you got to be able to pull yourself out of that shit. But, yeah, I mean... yeah, you just gotta prepare.
All right, well, we have a couple of questions for you from our patrons. If the audience at home wants to join us on Patreon, our $10 Patreons can ask questions of our queens. And our first question is from Sasha Flick, and she wants to know, girl, if you were a shoe, what kind of shoe?
Yes! All right, Miss Sasha. Okay, look, I know I'm an old lady and y'all would think I would do some orthopedics. No, bitch. No orthopedics tonight. I like to think that I'm rich and bougie. I want to be a Louboutin shoe. Dita Von Teese has these spiked rhinestone black heels with the spur, bitch. Yeah, honey, I want to look hot. So I want to be a Louboutin shoe. I can't afford it.
Red bottom.
I'll take a nail polish to the bottom.
Reading. You got to do all the reading, sweetie. More tarot reading.
Yes.
Delia J asked us, what is your fave thing about hanging with Charo? Because you have become friends and done shows together.
Thank you, Miss Delia. Charo is literally one of the most beautiful people I have ever met. I love going to, like, I don't even know where to begin. I never thought that I would ever be able to experience her in that way and be able to go to her house and feel like a member of the family. And my favorite thing, I mean, it really is like we cook, like they have food, we hang out, we act stupid. And what I love is just like, you never know what's going to happen. Like, you just show up and it is just a kiki and a party. You never know what's going to come out of her mouth. She said some crazy shit, and it literally is the most fun. Like, hanging out with her is always the most fun that I've had, period. Like, it always is just boisterous and silly. Her sister is just like her bitch. Those two together are just like a tornado. It's so much fun. Literally, I never in a million years would I have ever dreamed that I could call her a friend. She's incredible. So wild.
What an icon. How incredible to be able to hang out with the icon.
Girl.
And we have a question from inside our YouTube chat. Sarah Decker wants to know, what's your weirdest habit? And she loves you.
Well, I love you too, Miss Sarah. Oh my God, my weirdest habit. Let me think about this. You know, I don't know if it's weird, but I always eat candy, but like I eat an excessive amount of candy. I think almost, I don't know, one, how I have teeth, two, how I don't have diabetes. And like, I always eat candy, and then the wrappers, I hide in the couch.
Oh.
It's either in the couch cushion or like I throw them under the couch. And it's funny because like I always feel guilty about it, which is so silly, because my fiance Gilbert will come out and be like, he always finds the wrappers. Always finds the wrappers, and it's just like, how are you eating this much candy? I don't know, girl. It's just, so if you come to my house, if you are brave, put your hand in the cushion, you're gonna find some candy wrappers.
All right. Shuga, thank you so much for talking with us today. I'm excited to finally get you on the set of Real Hey Qween when we get back to normal, but thanks for taking the time out for us today.
Thank you. It's so wonderful to meet you digitally. And send all my love to Miss Lady Red Couture.
I will.
You know,
She's doing laundry downstairs, so she sends love back.
I love it.
The children are like, "What? Where's Lady Red?" I was like, "She's in her room. She didn't want to put on makeup today."
I don't blame her, girl.
All right, we send you a lot of love, Shuga Cain, and thanks to all of our viewers out there. Remember, if you join our Patreon at the $10 level, you can ask the questions of our queens. We'll see you next time on Queens Around the Country. Bye, Shuga.
Bye, sweetheart.